Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Happy Tuesday to you all. Hope that you had a good Monday.
Am I looking at you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to check.
Everything's good right now.
How you doing, Dave?
I'm good. Well, a little sentimental today, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't seem possible. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What has you so sentimental, can I ask?
Well, yes, you can. Joan and I are celebrating our 51st wedding anniversary.
Fantastic. Yeah. Today, huh?
Today was the day, yeah.
Are you going to play a bunch of love songs?
Nah.
Oh.
No. If I would make Joan happy, it would be a whole show of Bruce Springsteen, and I don't think
I'd be okay with that.
That'd be all right, yeah. And she's a little tense anyway because Boston Red Sox are not playing too well, so...
Oh, well, she can be a Cubs fan and hasn't had anything to cheer about since June.
Well,
so.
Yeah, no, it should be, I don't know how you feel about this, but it's actually Joan's wedding anniversary because she's actually glued it together and put up with me for 51 years. I don't know how she's done it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you, Joan. It's been a lot of fun, and look forward to some more fun years ahead. It's going to be a gas.
Yeah. Well, happy anniversary.
And I got to say, there's not very many people in this area that were married by Judge Harry Gotobed. I got to tell you that.
It's always, you told me that story, and I have to admit, not familiar with him. My response to you was, really?
Yeah,
that's
true.
His last name, really?
Yeah.
And it was. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yep. And I know there's other folks out there who celebrate 10-year, 5-year, whatever the anniversary date is. And it just there's amazing things about it. You think of all the things that's happened in that period of time, raising the kids, and your kids are all grown up now, and you blink and that happens. And you think that the majority of your life together will be raising a family, and it's really not. If you have, 2-3 children, you've got a lot of time, just the two of you, once they're grown up and on their way. And, that's another whole chapter. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been good.
Gosh, now you're getting me sentimental.
Well, thinking about going, the kids growing up, and this happens pretty fast, doesn't it?
It does.
Yep. So we'll move along here now.
Okay.
It is Mike Borders' birthday today.
Is it now?
Yes.
Wow. Happy birthday, Mike. Do we know how old Mike is?
Double nickel.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Really, the double nickel today?
Mm-hmm.
Woo. Wonder if he wants us to announce that. Because he's a lawyer. I don't want to get into trouble by announcing his age. But you said a double nickel, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, he told us at the cross-country meet, we were talking about things ahead, and I guess the anniversary came up, and he said, your birthday's, your anniversary is the same day as my birthday, so that's how we remembered that.
Oh, yeah.
So Joan reminded me this morning. So it's Mike Borders' birthday today, double nickel.
Happy birthday, Mike.
And you know what? If he's about the most friendly lawyer you'd ever meet.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah, he's probably going to hopefully help us with some basketball later in the year.
Oh, I hope so.
Again,
He does
yeah.
a great job.
He does do a good job.
Yeah,
I like
does a
working
good-
with him.
Well, he's celebrating a birthday today with, and I don't know, Mike's a little bit young to remember maybe Brigitte Bardot. She was a French actress
Oh,
and a model. Us older guys remember her. She's 87 today.
really?
Can't believe that. Brigitte Bardot, 87, was quite an international sex symbol.
Ah,
Naomi Watts is 53 today. Now, when I first saw that, I thought, Naomi, I thought a Judd, but that's not.
oh,
No.
no. Naomi Watts, that'd be the actress, King
Yeah.
Kong.
Boy, you know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was also in 21 Grams, The Ring, and The Birdman, and is known for those roles. But you remember as in King Kong.
Yeah.
See, I remember Jessica Lange in King Kong.
Well, yeah. And then there was Fay Wray, right? Back in like the 30s when King Kong
Yeah.
the very first King Kong, wasn't that Fay Wray? Or
Well,
am
I don't know, because there's so many King Kongs. It
Okay.
goes clear back to when that was black and white, and they were, there's been so many King Kong
Yeah.
films. I don't know. She was probably one of them,
Yeah.
certainly. It's a very persistent phone call on line
Yeah, I know.
2.
I hear the phone ringing.
And
I don't know. Do we want to answer it or not?
Well,
We always get nervous answering those live on the air.
it backfires on us once in a while because it's, maybe not somebody that wants to go on the air.
Yeah.
I'd hate to put somebody on the air who didn't want to be.
No, we've never done that
That
before.
would be awful. So maybe another birthday. If you're calling in and you want to get a birthday honor, anniversary or something like that, give us a call at 8, and Kristen will be here, and she'll get that into us here. Meantime, we're going to take a look at the school lunch menus.
Okay.
I had nightmares last night, by the way.
You did?
Yeah. Every time I was walking down this hall in this nightmare,
Okay. Walking down a hall.
like in the movie.
At your home or somewhere else?
It's just a hall.
Just a hallway. Dave's
Yeah,
walking down
dark,
a hallway.
Dark hallway.
Yeah.
And I would get to the end, and a redhead would peek around the corner.
Oh my.
Scared the you-know-what out of me. I went over and over and over again. This redhead would just pop out at the end of the hall. I thought it was,
I would love to have. I wonder what that dream means.
well, it was almost like being in The Shining with a redhead. It was scary. Sandhill Schools at Dunning today, they're having spaghetti and meat sauce and breadsticks.
Broken Bow today, soft shell beefy tacos, fresh baked turkey and cheese sub, and fajita salad with tortilla chips on the menu today for Broken Bow Middle and High School.
And this redhead would say, "Hello, sunshine."
Like that?
Yeah, kind of
Oh.
like that with a real deep voice. SEM today, they're having baked potato bar.
Thetford today, Philly steak sandwich on the menu today for Thetford.
And Myrna, soft shell beefy tacos, fish nuggets with dinner roll, chef salad with roasted flatbread, fruit, dessert, and milk.
Ansley today, for lunch, they show sweet and sour chicken bowl on the menu at Ansley today.
At Arcadia, I imagine it's a big favorite, hot dogs.
There you go. Arnold today, sloppy Joe on a bun.
Callaway, pork patties.
Okay, I've got a couple stuck together. Give me a second.
Sure.
Loop City today, walking taco or pig in a blanket.
Litchfield, it is turkey sandwiches, fruit, vegetables, and milk. At Litchfield today.
Fantastic.
All right. Oh, don't forget to register for the Go Big Red giveaway that's going on now.
Go Big Red. Go Big Red. Go big.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
Go ahead.
You can have a chance to win a 55-inch Samsung 4K Smart TV from Lines Appliance, or a Performance 65-liter ice bin cooler, or Bose or JBL Bluetooth speakers. They've got 4 of those collected. Jeremy put together. We'll be giving those away on October 18th right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We'll be drawing for those. You can drop by these businesses and leave your name and number. Full name and number. If you're 18 years old, you can play. Chapin's Furniture, Triple Bless Boutique, Geared for Sports, Muddy Creek Auto, Lily Kate Boutique, The Grocery Cart, A1 Auto Repair in Arnold, Nebraska State Bank in Broken Bow at both locations. Or you can go online and register. Basically, I guess you can register twice a day because you can go online and register on Sandals Express once a day on the contest page and drop by those businesses once a day if you like. So technically, you can register twice.
Now, you've been leaving out the addition to the prizes.
There's an addition?
Yeah, right behind you. Jeremy's giving away bottles of Cornhusker hand lotion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's 3 of them.
Yep.
So those will be given away too?
Have you used that?
No.
No, really?
No.
Oh, man. I remember growing up, my dad used it all the time. Mom, too. And me. It was good stuff.
Does it have a scent to it? Do you remember?
I'm trying to remember. I don't know. I don't think so. It was a long time since I just don't see him much anymore. Jeremy came across them and purchased them because, it's the Go Big Red giveaway.
Sure.
So Cornhusker hand lotion just kind of goes hand in hand with our
oh, boy.
giveaway, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say good morning to our chat people.
Okay. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Let's see, this is Tuesday.
Yes.
I better put good Tuesday morning.
Yeah. You need one of those, we need one of those computers where you just talk into it and you don't have to type. You can just say, good morning, everyone, from the breakfast show, and it would just appear on the screen.
That would be handy, but I think it would be confusing around here as much as we talk.
Yeah, probably.
Real quick here, this is Voter Registration Day today. National Voter Registration Day, the only time it's okay. Oh, I didn't pre-read this.
I can
You have
tell.
to be careful with some of them. The only time it's okay with your wife to invite a poll worker into the house.
Oh, well, okay.
So make sure they're not a dancer. Make sure they're a poll worker.
Yeah, okay.
7:45. Let's play the game, shall we?
Hey, let's do.
It's Tumbleweed Day today.
It is. Chance to win a tumbleweed meal from the Tumbleweed Cafe. On September 29th, 1966. September 29th, that's tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
wait. What'd
right?
you say?
Is September 29th, is that
29th,
tomorrow?
yeah.
Yeah, today's 28th,
Right on.
right?
I thought you said 26th. I'm sorry.
September 29th, 1966.
Oh, okay.
There you go. The Camaro was introduced by Chevrolet. This classic American brand is still one of the world's leading makers of cars and trucks today. Do you know enough to call yourself a Chevy expert? Here's a question to find out. This venerable full-size sedan was produced intermittently from 1958 until its discontinuation was announced in 2018. I was sad about this. I have one. It was a popular flagship passenger car and was among the better-selling American-made automobiles in the United States. What was it? Was it the Impala, the Monte Carlo, the Malibu, or the Cavalier? Now we're talking Chevy.
Chevys.
This venerable full-size sedan was produced intermittently from 1958 until its discontinuation was announced in 2018. Was it the Impala, Monte Carlo, Malibu, or Cavalier? You still see a lot of them
Yeah, they're still around
today.
The number to call is 872-2801. Win yourself a tumbleweed meal by answering correctly.
Eat at the restaurant where everything is right. The food, the service, the atmosphere, and the price. At the Tumbleweed Cafe, they look forward to serving you. Their menu is filled with home-cooked meals you're sure to enjoy. When your plate is clear, don't forget to choose one of their delicious desserts. You'll enjoy the many things that make Tumbleweed the favorite dining spot of so many folks. Whether passing through or setting a destination, enjoy your next meal at the Tumbleweed Cafe, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
We have Randy on the line. Good morning, Randy. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, not too darn bad. Curious about this Chevy question. Here's Brent.
Okay, Randy, this venerable full-size Chevy sedan was produced intermittently from 1958 until its discontinuation was announced in 2018. Are we talking about the Impala, the Monte Carlo, the Malibu, or the Cavalier? What do you think?
I was going to say the Impala.
That's it. Yeah, that's right. You're right.
No kidding.
Yeah. I didn't even know it was discontinued.
Why would they discontinue the Impala?
I don't know. I have one. I love it.
Well, that was a staple, wasn't it, Randy, in Chevys?
Yes, they were a good car.
Yeah. Not the Cavalier, though, huh? Is it still around?
Well, we still have one.
I thought maybe they discontinued those, too.
I don't know.
I don't know. I see a lot of them on the racetracks.
Yeah, you sure do, don't you? Yeah, they make it. Yeah. All right, Randy, come out and see us. We'll have a tumbleweed certificate here for you. You can go have a meal at the tumbleweed.
Okay, well, thank you.
Hey, thanks for calling
Randy.
in. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Bye.
Isn't Old Red a Cavalier?
Yeah,
Yeah, Old Red that we have out here. That's
Well,
a Chevy Cavalier, right?
I think all of those are. No, those are
No,
Cruises.
yeah, we got the Chevy. The new ones are the Chevy Cruze.
Did they discontinue the Cruise?
I have no idea. I don't know.
We're going to have to get a hold of
I was going to say, if
somebody at
Thomas
Chevy.
McCaslin is listening right now, he's screaming at the radio.
Well, if he's doing that, then popcorn's going everywhere.
You just couldn't resist, could you?
I couldn't. We're going to get Logan in right after these words.
Varney Health Mart, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, invites you to save during the month of September on these products. Excedrin migraine caplets 24 count are $4.19, or get Tylenol 100 count caplets for $10.49. Health Mart ibuprofen 100 counts are $6.49. Extra strength Gas X chewable tablets 18 count are $4.49. Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow.
Caring for you and about you. Barney Health Mart.
Fall and fashion, they go hand in hand. Come and see us soon at Beau Bouterie to check out the new fashion shoes we have for fall. We're tapping our toes, trying to patiently wait for the rest of our fall shoes to come in. But would love to have you come through our doors and see what we have already. Thank you for your patience. We promise the wait will be worth it. It's fall shoe shopping time at Beau Bouterie, east side of the square in Broken Bow.
It's 10 minutes before the hour. Logan is here from Arrow Seed in Broken Bow. Logan, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you in.
Yeah.
You always make us laugh even when you're not on the radio.
Well,
Your
thanks, I
questions,
think.
Your questions are wonderful.
I don't know. I kind of felt like you walked in trying to create controversy.
Yeah, he did. But
So,
Because I was saying Impala, the Chevy Impala, and Logan thinks it's what? How do you say
Impala.
it? Impala.
Yeah, is it Impala or Impala?
it's a little deer, right?
I'm sticking with the Impala.
Well, no, it's a car.
Oh, geez. Yeah, but isn't the little emblem an early one? Wasn't that a little deer? Or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
So Impala.
African's plains game.
Yeah,
Yeah, found on the Serengeti or the Savannah or whatever you call it.
with little antlers.
Yeah,
Wow.
Way to go, Logan. How's things at Arrow Seed?
that's good.
Good. What's been going on?
We've got a lot going on, so it's just a lot.
Fall time of the year.
It is. We've got a little bit of everything. It was nice this weekend to kind of take a little break. I worked till noon on Saturday.
Right.
Obviously, we had a Husker game on Sunday or Saturday evening. that
Right.
Most of us would like to forget about the last couple minutes of.
Yes, true.
So, but we went out to eat after the game.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Went to a little Chinese joint.
That's always good.
It was super good, except they brought my soup out to me on a forklift.
A forklift?
Yeah, they brought it out on a forklift.
Your soup?
Yeah, I ordered wonton soup.
Take it away, Logan. What do you want to talk about?
So,
I don't know if I can. I don't know how to follow up with a question after that.
So
Wow.
that soup was really heavy,
Yeah, I get it.
but we've also been having to use forklifts a lot at work to load up tons and tons of seed. So it's going out the door about as quick as we can.
Nice segue. Wow. Well, you're busy with cover crops. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, cover crops, turf grass, pasture grass, grass mixes. I mean, it's all going out the door.
And we haven't come. Well, we had a 33-degree low here a few days ago. We know it's going to happen, but that's a great time of the year to plant. Then, right?
It depends on what you're planting.
Mm-hmm.
Some of your grasses, your turf grasses, ideally you'd want to have those planted 1st of September, just so they get enough growth on them before a hard freeze that they don't keel
Like,
over, and
yeah.
then you're starting from scratch again next spring.
Okay.
One thing that I've been getting a few calls on is rust in lawns. When you walk through a bluegrass lawn and you look at your shoes and they're that orange rusty color after you get done mowing. That's just a fungal disease that happens in bluegrass. With the weather that we've had, it's not surprising. Not a whole lot you can do on it right now.
Okay.
But the cooler fall weather, along with some nitrogen fertilizer to get that grass really growing, will make it disappear. So just the right conditions for a lot of yard problems this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Including needing more water.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you're just full steam ahead with the seeds, going out and getting into the ground one place or another, pasture, cover crop, you name it. It's that time of year. Little pass window maybe for some of the earlier ones.
Yep. Some of the stuff, like right now with cover crops, the triticale, rye, winter wheat, winter barley, that's the stuff you'd be putting in right now.
Right.
It's going to come up, it's going to overwinter, and then continue growing next spring. So that leaves you open for a lot of different avenues to utilize it. You can run it through the mobile fertilizer plant called a cow.
Yes.
You can get it through that, or you can just let it go. Maybe you want to take it for a hay crop next spring. The options, there's a lot of options there. Maybe you just want to use it as a cover and not do anything with it.
Okay.
So,
all right. I don't want to lead you off your list here, but it's not all that far away before guys are going to be wanting to put up electric fence. Once they get the corn picked, they're going to start that pretty soon. They're chopping already. I think they're chomping at the bit to get out and do some corn harvesting. I understand that some of the heard a conversation the other day that some of the dry land, and this was a few days ago, is too dry for wet corn already. So things are going to go pretty quick.
Yeah, and we've seen an uptick in fencing supplies going out the door. Guys
ready
in preparation for that exact thing. We've got plenty of polywire, so that'd be like the little rope looking wires. Maybe you got a hay yard, you want to put it around, or you want to fence off some smaller areas. We've got that, or we've got the big rolls of high tensile fence. We've got the 4,000 foot rolls, or we've got a half-mile roll as well.
Wow. Okay.
So,
can I ask you a question?
Sure. That's what I'm here for.
People like to use goats to eat weeds. They'll eat about anything. Clean up some pastures that way, or maybe a lot next to a building or something. Will electric fence keep goats in?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Got to set it right height?
You do.
So that once they get the old buzz, they don't go back?
No, they think it's a bad thing. You can kick me out after that one.
But it will work.
It will.
Okay.
It will work, yes.
Okay.
It absolutely will.
Well, they are good about cleaning things up. I mean,
They are.
Okay.
They are.
Brent, would you take over?
I don't know if I can.
If you need to keep some stuff in, it's just kind of whatever floats your goat. We've got it, so we can make it work for you.
Wow. He's on a roll, folks. He's here once a week. He is Logan Gerardin, Prince of Arrow Seed.
What else you got for us, Logan?
Well, nothing like a derailment first thing in the morning.
No, that's good. What else is on your list?
Well, the last thing I've got in my list is it's getting to be time for some of those NRCS contracts to get fulfilled, whether it's for a CRP contract, a EQIP program, the pollinators, habitat, that type of stuff. If you've got a seeding sheet from the NRCS, you can bring it in. We can get you a free quote on it and then get you that quote back, and you can decide if you want to fulfill it through us or not. It's always nice to go local.
Yeah, sure is. Why not? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to go somewhere else when you got one of the top seed dealers in the country right here in Custer County.
Yep, and we've been in the native game since the natives really started back in the 80s when all these programs started coming out.
Yeah.
We kind of got our foot in the door and haven't left since.
Up to speed on that. I know there's also some deadlines on some of those situations out there if they don't get it in.
Yeah,
so.
It depends on what contract you had signed up for, what program you signed up for. There's different planting windows. There's payment or cost share for different cover crops. We've seen quite a bit of that. If you sign up for one of those programs, you can get the seed from us. We'd give you all the paperwork you need to turn back into the NRCS and get your cost share.
Get the refund. Yeah.
So, and I don't know if you guys have heard all the hubbub about the carbon credits going on.
A little bit.
So that could be a big push for cover crops and some of your high carbon residue, that type of stuff, which, a lot of guys have been doing before it was cool.
Yeah, right.
They've
No
been
kidding.
doing it for many, many years, and it's finally gaining steam.
For lots of reasons.
You could write a big book on the reasons that cover crops are going to be beneficial, not only from a soil standpoint, but just all around health of the earth and the land, really.
Yeah, and the carbon issue is just really getting. There's been scientists who understood it and been promoting it for a long time, but now we had a conversation at the state fair about it with NPPD, and they're really diving into that as well. So
it's a big deal, and if the government is willing to throw our money back at us, why not?
Well, I think too, Logan, on the serious side, I have a note here we was going to talk about this morning. What our children and grandchildren will be facing as far as unsettled climate. We might want to start really taking a look at this and seeing what we can do to turn the curve backwards on. So, and that's one of the things we're talking about.
Absolutely. I've been a big proponent on my garden for cover crops, and I've seen what it's done for my garden, and it's amazing.
So I should come and get some seed and try that on our little garden too.
I would suggest it.
Yeah.
So this year will be year number 5, I think, of planting a cover crop on my garden after the season's over. Does really good at catching snow over the wintertime. So you got that much more moisture next spring. Keeps out the weeds, holds the weeds down. You can plant right into it. That's just beneficial.
And if you want to, you can plant right into it, or you can till it in.
Yep, if you
want to.
If you want to, you can. But if you keep that residue there and plant right into it, there's no need to till it. It's going to hold the moisture. It's going to keep the weeds out. Look at these guys that do it on 300 acres.
I was going to say this applies to thousands of acres.
Yeah, and here I am with my .00006 acres.
One of the other things, again, I know I've been ranting about this, but Joan and you worked up some a seed blend of wildflowers beside our garden. The bees are still at it. They're still around there, and those flowers are starting to lay down now a little bit. But I wonder someday, will we see that happening next to fields out in out in the country as pollinators?
There has been some NRCS programs of I think they're called a pollinator buffer strip. But yeah, it's however many feet wide around the field. Just helps the pollination. Increased pollination equals increased production, which equals increased money in the bank.
Yeah, and increased, benefits to nature itself. If you had a strip around a field of any width at all, I can't imagine how many thousands upon thousands of pollinators would be in that strip.
Yep, it'd be a lot.
It'd be amazing.
So I know, I've planted quite a few native plants around my house, and it's amazing if you have something that'll bloom all the different periods. You get some early bloomers, mid bloomers, and late bloomers. Yeah, there's bugs and butterflies and bees and birds basically all season long.
You know what you also see? We're a little over time here, but what you also see is in some plants, you'll see little spider webs from one head of the plant to the next, and those spiders in there catching flies.
Yep.
That's how there's a whole, I guess, all different things there that are happening in one plant.
It's an ecosystem within an ecosystem.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to watch.
So
yeah.
It is. So yeah, come on in and see us, and we can get your seed needs covered.
You can, Logan. And of course, if you need an uplift in the day, stop in and see if Logan has a joke for you while you're there.
My jokes only run from about 10 to 8 on Tuesday to whatever time it is right now.
Anything else real quick before we close?
I think that pretty well covers it. One little last thing, we are on the 4th step for our lawn program right now. So if you haven't came in and picked that up, do so. It's time to terminate some broadleaf weeds out of your yard.
There you go. And be sure and stop in and see what Becky's got on the floor as well.
She's got a lot of cool fall decorations.
Bet she does.
So
stop in the store 5.5 days a week right downtown Broken Bow. Thanks, Logan.
Yeah, anytime. As long as it's on a Tuesday morning.
News is next.
In the morning, you are awakened by the twitter of a little bird.
But now it's Dave and Brent.
I knew there was a reason I got out of bed this morning.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN. You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. It's back to the drawing board on Capitol Hill after Senate Republicans voted down a funding bill that included a measure to lift the debt ceiling. CBS is Ed O'Keefe.
You'll likely see them pass a simple bill that says, let's keep the government open a few more weeks. We'll keep fighting over the borrowing limit.
Thousands of healthcare workers in New York State were told to leave their jobs last night because they refused COVID vaccinations. Among them, nurse Deborah Conrad.
I'm wearing the same exact PPE I've worn the whole pandemic, and it's always kept myself and patients safe. Why has it changed?
Singer R. Kelly faces decades in prison after he was convicted of sex trafficking women and girls. New York prosecutor Jacqueline Kasoulas.
To the victims in this case, your voices were heard and justice was finally served.
The R&B singer will be sentenced in May. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here is a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. Lincoln County has a new treasurer. Alex Gricillo took the oath of office in Lincoln County District Court Friday morning. She was sworn in by District Judge Richard Birch. The Maxwell native has a business administration and accounting degree from the University of Nebraska-Kearney and has 4 years of audit experience. She worked for Manning & Associated in Geneva before applying for the job. She was appointed by the Lincoln County Commissioners earlier this month. The 27-year-old said she is excited to hit the ground running on Monday. She is the youngest person to be appointed to the position in the last 30 years. Lincoln County's previous treasurer resigned in July after being arrested for theft. Authorities say a teenager is safe after an emergency plane landing in eastern Nebraska. Saunders law enforcement says the landing happened Sunday evening when the lone pilot, who was 16 years old, lost power and had to land in Saunders County. The 16-year-old landed in a bean field north of Utan near County Road 4. The pilot was on his second solo flight ever. No injuries were reported. The Nebraska Capitol is undergoing a 20-week-long restoration process. The The project is a second restoration effort since the Capitol was built in 1922. Work on the $1.2 million project began in late July. The current project focuses on maintaining the joints to keep the exterior watertight. Mark I Restoration, the same company that worked on the Capitol in the last restoration project, began repairing the limestone. The project is 2/3 of the way done. While crews work on the dome, the general public cannot go out onto the observation deck. It is expected to be done by mid-November.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Week 3 in the NFL came to a close on Monday Night Football in Arlington with an NFC East battle as the Cowboys were hosting the Eagles.
Prescott in the gun, back is on his left. Snap is back looking left, standing, rolling right. Points, running, points, pumps, end zone, back of the end zone, touchdown. Cedric Wilson.
Cowboys Radio Network with one of 3 Dak Prescott touchdown passes for Dallas. Running back Ezekiel Elliott ran for a pair of scores as the Cowboys cruise to a 41-21 win over the Eagles. Dallas improves to 2-1 with the victory. Philadelphia falls to 1-2 with the loss. In baseball games of note, the Mariners crushed the A's 13-4. Seattle moves just a game and a half back of Boston for the second and final wildcard spot in the American League. The Reds keep their slim playoff hopes alive with a must-win over the Pirates. They win it 13-1, but Cincinnati's still 5.5 back of St. Louis for the second and final wildcard spot in the National League.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, we'll see a blend of clouds and sunshine developing, working up to a high temperature of 87. Then for tonight, partly cloudy, slight chance for a late night shower or storm, a low of 59. Scattered showers and storms, cooler conditions on Wednesday will ease back into the upper 70s, and that cooling trend continuing for Thursday, still a chance for rain and thunder showers, mid-60s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Dell's semi-annual sale is the perfect opportunity for a significant business upgrade. Save up to 45% on Dell computers built for business with Windows 10 Pro. Plus, enjoy special pricing on Dell docks, monitors, servers, and more, all with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. Succeed anywhere with Windows 10 Pro. Speak to a Dell Technologies advisor today to find the right tech for your business with fast, free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Want to go someplace new? Yeah, you do.
Just follow me. I'll lead the way.
Welcome to CBS Mornings.
See something new.
Oh, my God. That was a good moment. Learn something new. This is my first virtual reality interview.
Meet someone new. Like me. Nate B. in the house. What?
There's always something new under the sun.
I came to shine because you guys are shining this morning.
CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
10 past the hour of 8 o'clock, 46 degrees outside now. Clear sky over the top. Winds are calm. Barometric pressure steady. Humidity is at 90%. The high yesterday was 92 with an overnight low of 45. Sunset today at 7:27. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 7:33, holding at an inch 27 as far as measurable precipitation for the month goes up to this point on the 28th day. But we do have the forecast telling us we have a shot the next couple of days, especially tomorrow, for some moisture, which wouldn't hurt anything at all. It is time to talk about health, keeping yourself in shape, staying limber. But first, I'd like these two guys to talk a little bit about football.
Oh, well, I don't know if we'll get to that other stuff if you get us talking football. Nathan Scott is here from Team Physical Therapy. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys as well.
We're into the fall now. The high school sports season is upon us. How are things going on your end of things?
Things are going pretty well. We've got some few injuries here and there to be expected. It is getting to that middle point of the season where you know if you're kind of in playoff contention or got some postseason goals. If you're hurting or struggling with some injuries right now, it's best to get in and get them taken care of now. So when the time comes to really extend your season, you're healthy and playing your best you can be. So it's getting to that point in the season.
You've been in this for a while now, and even thinking back to when you were an athlete, have things come to the point where, and I know it is totally dependent upon the type of injury, I get that, but are we able to get kids healed up and things quicker than we did, say, several years ago?
I would definitely say that physical therapy and athletic training, it's more well known out there, where kids and athletes are more willing to go and seek help quicker. Kind of getting out of the old days where you tough it out and grit your teeth and get through it. So I wouldn't say it's any techniques or any better or anything like that. I'd say it's more of a mindset to try and stay healthier and less of the, toughen it out type of thing going on. So
kind of awareness.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Awareness. That'd be a good way to put it.
Yeah. How about some other things that you guys are dealing with there at the clinic?
I anticipate an uptick in a back pain from people from loading and unloading all the junk they bought over the weekend. Or maybe some sore shoulders from throwing things at the TV Saturday night, stuff like that.
Well, it's interesting you say that. I think I tore my rotator cuff throwing something at the television Saturday night, come to think of it. So,
yes, but no, we're kind of still in that sports season. We're not really in that. Luckily, not in that icy season where we're seeing people from slips and falls on the ice and things like that. For those people who are suffering from balance issues, a lot of that is our older population. So now would probably be a good time to get in and maybe get some ideas for exercises and things like that you can be doing for it before it starts to get snowy and icy and you have to get out and come to therapy in the snow and ice. So the better your balance is now, the better you're going to get around on that snow and ice. Unfortunately, it's probably closer to us than we would like.
Nathan, what is the improvement possibilities with balance? Because I think a lot of folks, we notice, I'm to the point where I notice my balance isn't as good as it used to be. And the immediate reaction is, well, I am older and my balance isn't what it used to be. How much can we improve that with the exercises that you guys offer?
You can improve it a big noticeable difference. I'd say where most people, as we get older, we get a little bit more sedentary. We're not as active. And the big thing with balance, in order to improve balance, you have to challenge yourself. Sometimes you see people who they take short shuffling steps where they're really not trying to move like they normally do, and the longer you do that, the kind of less you challenge yourself, almost the worse your balance gets because you're not doing that. So with kind of our exercises, we design exercises that challenge you, whether it be kind of narrow base of support exercises where we make you walk like you're walking on a tightrope, some dynamic things where you have to stand on one foot for a certain amount of time while you're walking and doing other types of exercises. Stuff that you would think, well, why would I have to practice this? I don't do it at all during the day. But we challenge you. We try and kind of your whole system for balance is based off of 3 areas. So it's based off of your vestibular system, which is your inner ear. That tells you, when you close your eyes and you tilt your head up or down, whether you're tilted forward or tilted backwards. It uses the sensation in your feet. So if you're standing there, your muscles start to stretch as you kind of start to tip forward, so your body knows to correct itself and kind of push forward and push backwards, and also strength. So if you don't have the strength to correct your balance, it's going to be harder for you as well. So it's kind of, we try and challenge all 3 of those areas in different ways with our exercises. So we design exercise programs to kind of target each area. Yep.
It seems weird to me, but maybe you see this with folks. Lower light conditions at night seems like balance is worse than when you can see. But does that have to do with what you're talking about when you close your eyes?
Yep, closing your eyes, and your vision actually has a big part to do with your balance as well. It kind of tells you where you are in space. So low light conditions, when people get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom or things like that, those are very kind of high likelihood areas where you could experience a fall or something like that. And sometimes as we get older as well, our eyesight gets worse.
Yes.
So when we do exercises for people who have that situation going on, we'll do exercises where they have to close their eyes and walk, or close their eyes and stand on one leg. And you notice immediately when you're doing those exercises that as soon as they close their eyes, they start to kind of wobble around and definitely become more unsteady on their feet. So
Yeah.
How about a guy going to bifocals for the first time? I've struggled with my balance a time or two, Nathan. Is that just something different or what?
That's something that you will get used to, I would
Okay.
imagine, getting used to those
And I am.
bifocals.
Yeah.
Watching my dad get bifocals, he's doing a lot of tipping up and down, trying to get things adjusted just
you
right.
think that's funny, don't you, Nathan?
Yeah.
Oh, my time is coming. I fully acknowledge that. Yes.
No, you really cover a lot of ground. You have the young athletes all the way to middle-aged folks who probably overextend themselves physically sometimes, and then you get to the other end where folks are a little older and they run into that balance problem is huge. You mentioned, strength. If we don't stay active and take those normal steps and start taking short ones, next thing you know, we're leaning forward when we walk, and those are all things that you can help with.
Absolutely. Yep. Your muscular system, it's definitely use it or lose it type thing. So if you don't use those muscles, they're gonna wither away, get weaker. So you have to stress yourself as you get older. And I get a lot of people that I work with that say, "Well, I'm 85. What do I need to be doing this for?" Well, as we get older, it's going to improve your quality of life. It's going to improve your mobility. I know a lot of people who their worst nightmare is having to go to a nursing home or some situation like that. So the stronger you are, the more mobile you are, the better you're able to stay at home, kind of live the life that you want to live as you get older.
Yeah, that quality of life is a big deal. It really is. So you guys can help with that. That's fantastic. And as you mentioned, we don't like talking about winter. It is coming up. Colder weather makes it harder to stay motivated. I don't want to go outside and take that walk because, I don't like the cold. Better figure out a way to maybe do it inside then. And I know you guys can help with that.
Yep. We can help set up in-home exercise programs that you can do daily or multiple times a day, even things that'll challenge your balance, challenge your strength. Things that you don't have to get outside of your house to do, especially, like I said, in those situations where it starts to get cold and icy and you don't want to leave. It's definitely hard to stay motivated in the winter, like you said. A lot of people over the spring, summer, and fall like to get out and go walk. That's kind of their main form of exercise. But in the winter, we need to find something to substitute that, whether it be home exercises or getting a membership at the wellness center or something like that.
Yeah. Well, what happens when when they say, "How's your core?" and you go, "I don't think I ever had one." But that's the core. It really everything comes off of that, doesn't it?
Yes.
I mean, your strength in your lower part of your around the belt is really a big deal.
Absolutely. So your core is what is kind of like the foundation of your house. Is what I'm compare it to. You can't really build on top of it, build your strength on top of it without a good, strong foundation. It's hard to lift anything heavy overhead with your shoulders if you can't keep your body upright and you're weak through your core. It also helps kind of prevent back pain. The stronger your core is, the more stress and pressure it takes off of your back when you're doing heavy lifting or bending forward and things like that. So it plays a big part in your overall health and kind of preventing future injuries. And so
you guys can help with a lot of things. Then if you have to have a surgery, knee replacement or hip replacement or something like that, pre-working before that happens, pre-exercising is huge, and then afterwards as well in some cases.
Yes, absolutely. We've got people who we work with. We call it prehab before your surgery. The stronger you are going in, the more range of motion you have going in, the more you're going to have coming out of the surgery. So the smoother the rehab goes and things like that. There's some people who have misconceived notions that certain surgeries are super painful and never worth it and things like that. But usually the people you hear about who had that surgery and complained about how terrible it was, they didn't put full effort into their prehab or their rehab. So be careful who you listen to when you're getting advice on future surgeries and things like that.
These days, just be careful who you listen to about anything. Go see the doctor. Yes. Go see the therapist. Go get the information from reliable sources, not somebody that giving you advice that doesn't know what they're talking about.
Coffee shop talk. That's where you hear a lot of it.
Could be harmful. One of the things too about getting surgery, maybe a hip replacement or something, if you talk to people, say, well, my hip feels better, but now I'm having some back issues, or, I had my knee replaced and now I'm walking differently. And so it changes up everything. So sometimes I would think therapy might end up being somewhere besides where the surgery was.
Absolutely. Yep. We see a lot of times where people have such bad knees that they've been limping on it for so long, or trying to compensate it for so long, that they're used to moving in that compensated movement pattern, that when they do get the replacement or the surgery, they're able to walk kind of more with a normal gait pattern. Their body's not used to that, and it takes a lot of time to kind of get their bodies used to it, and kind of retrain the body, per se. And so sometimes you might have a knee replacement, and we might end up working on your opposite side hip and knee and lower back, because it just doesn't feel right and it's not moving the way that it should be. So, yep, just because you have a knee surgery or a hip surgery doesn't mean that we won't work on other areas of the body as well.
Yep. You guys want to talk about football now?
I don't know if we do. I mean, do you? I don't know. I talked about it so much over the weekend. I don't know if I want to go back there. Do you?
I don't know about not Nebraska football.
Okay,
anyway.
all right.
Nope.
Well, my other favorite team in the NFL is the Bears, and I certainly don't want to talk about them and the way they looked over the weekend.
Well,
so,
I'm a Packers fan, so I like to watch the Bears struggle.
Packers fan, yeah.
All right. You know what?
Our friend Aaron is really looking much better the last couple games.
Yes, it's good to see him back.
Yes, sure is.
Yeah, the way he's playing, as far as how he looks terrible.
Why?
He is.
Because he doesn't have a haircut, right?
Pretty much.
I think he did have an interview, and it said he's setting up a Halloween costume coming up.
Oh, really?
So
okay.
Maybe that's just an excuse, but yeah.
Whatever.
Brent thinks it's his girlfriend.
Well, that could be too.
I don't know. So, anyway, now that I found out you're a Packers fan, I really don't want to talk football.
Brent. Brent. Well, let's talk a little bit about locations, because you guys are very easy to get to.
Yes, we've got several locations in the area. We've got Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, Gothenburg, and a clinic in Kearney. So whichever area you're in, give us a call. We try and take walk-in appointments at all times. Most locations we're staffed well enough that we can get you in and get you seen almost right away. So if you're in the area and want to get in, feel free to stop by or give us a call.
Okay. My fellow Packer fan, Nathan Scott.
Don't buy into this. He just hops on the bandwagon every year.
I've been a Packers
He didn't
fan.
say a word after the first game of the season, but now all of a sudden we're Packer fan again.
Oh, you guys were all picking on
that's
that.
Dave.
That he wasn't playing because he wanted to leave, and here he's made his mind up. Now he's going to play this season out, do really well. Nathan and I will be very happy at the end of the year.
I'm sure.
You already know, as a Bears fan,
I'm
you
happy
won't
for
be.
Nathan because Nathan, I can tell, is a diehard fan. Been a fan for a long time, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
See, and so I respect you.
Matter
it's
of
the
fact,
bandwagon fans.
Matter of fact, I'm going to Lambeau in December for a Packers-Bears game.
You are?
I picked a game to go to in Lambeau where I knew that they would win, so we picked the Bears.
Ouch.
Oh, that's good. Thanks, Nathan.
Yes, you betcha. Thank you.
Yeah. We'll take a timeout.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Whoa. Someone's a little ahead of themselves. But fall is approaching and cooler nights are upon us. You need to check out Geared for Sports in Broken Bow for the new fall arrivals. Husker gear is hitting the racks in men's and women's sizes, perfect for cheering on your favorite team. And remember, when you need to gear up for the sports you are playing, visit Geared for Sports, west side of the square in Broken Bow, open Monday to Friday 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 4.
Aero Aviation is happy to have served the area since 1971, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Their aircraft is equipped with the latest in GPS guidance and flow control technology, and they're always searching for the next big thing in aviation. Contact Casey and Melissa Williams at 872-5113 and talk to them about your fall pasture spraying. That's Aero Aviation, proud to serve Custer County and surrounding areas.
8:27, right on time. Mark Stock is here. He's a punctual guy. I have a feeling that Mark Stock is one of those guys that probably maybe has set a record for attendance at school. Maybe never, ever missed class. Let's find out. Mark, how you doing?
Oh, I tell you what, I'm doing fantastic. Actually, I was the opposite. I missed more days when I was a senior because my dad would pick me up from school and say, "We got work to do."
There you go.
I had my dad was one of those 8th graders when he quit going to school, and he said, "You know, I can teach you more out here driving a tractor and fixing and overhauling a motor than anybody can ever teach you in a school." Now, I disagree with that mentality, obviously, but that's the world in which I lived, and I guess I have a pretty good, strong work ethic because, I think I missed 38 days of school when I was a senior, and it's amazing that they graduated me, but I was kind of high up in the class, so I guess that helped. Dad just kept telling them when they come out, the president of the school board come out and says, "You know, we can technically hold him back." He says, "I don't care. He's over 16. I told him to quit."
There you go. You know, Mark, did you talk to your dad about you've probably seen the 8th grade test that guys your dad's age took to get out of 8th grade. I'm not sure many, including yours truly, could pass the 8th grade test back then. I happen to have a copy of one here in Custer County. The story problems were way beyond my little brain, and those guys that come out of 8th grade really actually had quite an education in a lot of cases.
Well, yeah, most of them, you know, they still added up with a paper and a pencil, and a lot of times they didn't even have a paper and a pencil. They had to do it in their head.
Yeah, no kidding.
And that's just a skill set we all are, we're all too accustomed to Google this and having a computer do everything for us, which, you know, they always say that you got to take Prevagen the older we get, you know, to keep your memory active.
Yes.
So I'm really concerned about some of these folks that are younger now. If Google does everything, if Siri does everything, if all those internet activities do everything for you now when you're in your 20s and 30s and 40s, what kind of memory skills are you going to have when you're 50s and 60s?
I'm with you. It's to be determined, but it is a little bit scary. If we use computers as tools, I think it's fine. If we use them as crutches, then maybe not so much. You certainly have it working as a tool for Big Iron Auction Company with all of the sales that you're having, all the different items that you've got going on that people can purchase and sell. So jump right in and tell us more about it, if you would, Mark.
I sure will. Today we got some land selling, folks, and if you're watching any of these land auctions across the country, you'll notice that we're establishing some of the highs or breaking the highs that were put in place in 2013 and 14. So we had that little dip, that little retracement from 14, from the end of 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and now we're come right back. And, of course, that's commodity-driven. It's interest rate-driven. And it's a scarcity-driven thing because more and more of this land in these big cities is getting taken out of production. And you see houses being built all the time. So they're not making any more of it. In fact, they're losing it. But today we've got some land selling in Platte County, Nebraska, from 2 different sellers. We've got land that's scheduled to sell on our Tuesdays and a couple special Thursday edition land auctions here throughout now and the end of the year. If you're looking to add land to your farming operation or to your investment portfolio, please go to the Big Iron website for more information. We do have a couple private treaty offerings as well. We got one in Gosper County, folks, 320 acres with a windshield wipe half-section pivot that is for sale. Electric well, real good tenant in place. And that is listed for sale. If you need more information, get a hold of Jim Stock or John Stock or go to the BigIronRealty.com website. And for you folks out there that would like to get some land sold here prior to the end of the year and have it closed prior to the end of the year, because we don't know what's going to go on here with the 1031 exchanges. We don't know what's going to go on with the estate tax provisions. We don't know what's going to go on with capital gains. They are sure talking about a lot of different things in Washington, D.C., and we got some folks that want to sell their property and close this year where they know what the rules are, because most don't think it's going to get any better for the landowners. The only way the government can crawl out of a hole is go after those that have something, and the landowner is somebody that has something that they can get. And I got to watch what I'm saying here, but that's just my opinion. And so if you want to get your land sold, you need to pick up the phone and give us a call sooner than later so we can get it scheduled here for one of these November sales dates and then close in December. We do have some Valley County land. We've got some land in Greeley County that's going to be selling. We've got land in a lot of the counties here in central Nebraska, either listed for sale private treaty-wise or to be sold on our online auction platform. Now, tomorrow, folks, we've got over 2,900 pieces of machinery from 360 different sellers, and there are 9 retirement sales, a couple estate auctions, tremendous offering of late model farm machinery, got a lot of construction-related equipment as well with excavators and wheel loaders and bulldozers. We've got dirt scrapers, so if you need some of those items after you get your crops out, check it out at bigiron.com. We've got a lot of semi-trucks and grain trailers and cattle pots and flatbed trailers also selling here on the Big Iron website. So in addition to the ag equipment with the combines and the corn heads and the draper heads and all the augers and grain carts and all of those tillage tools and fertilizer application equipment, we encourage you to check out the items. Go through the process now and do your due diligence. And remember to click the watch button on the items that you're interested in, because that'll just go into your watch box. You have to be registered in order to have that watch box show up. But then you can just watch these items tonight or tomorrow morning just in your watch box, and you don't have to be inundated with all the other items that you may not have any interest in. But a big sale tomorrow. We encourage you to call the owners or call the Big Iron rep. And we also encourage those people who want to retire and use the Big Iron platform, you need to call us right away, because we are filling up in November and December on these sales. A lot of equipment's going to be sold in those months as well, and it's probably going to be an excellent time to do so. Pick up the phone and give us a call, 1-800-937-3558.
All right, Mark, thanks so much. Lots of good things, lots of good thoughts there. We appreciate it. Look forward to talking to you next week.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, take care. Bye-bye now. It is 8:34. Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. Brent, if you'd like to hand over some of those live reads this morning to me, I would love to help you, because we're good friends and we like to help one another out. Because, you know, we are co-hosts.
Of course.
Now, we don't make $30 million a year, but we need to do our job for our public out there.
Absolutely.
So I'd like to talk about Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency in Callaway and many other locations, including Broken Bow, Albion, and Lincoln. Full-service agency, including crop, home, auto, farm, ranch, commercial, and life and health insurance. Now, open enrollment for Medicare is coming up the 15th of October, and everyone else on November 1st. For the under 65 market, there will be 2 new carrier options for 2022. So hopefully a few more plan options and some more competitive pricing is going to be available. They'll watch that very carefully for you at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency. So when you come in, they'll try to have some answers for you. The tax credits are available to larger range of incomes for 2022 as well. Chip and Liana in the Callaway office at 836-2201, or Tim in the Broken Bow office at 872-6996. Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, where Chip is hip, he's no dip, he knows insurance, and Liana, who is hotter than a plate of lasagna, and she rocks like Nirvana.
Wow. Nebraska Land Hearing Center. Roxanne is a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience right here to take care of you in Broken Bow, Nebraska. Doing some special pricing right now, so check that out. Free extended warranties on new hearing aids, free hearing evaluation. No need traveling to Lincoln or Omaha or even Denver, because Roxanne sells the top technology available in the world right here in Broken Bow. And when you deal with Roxanne, you get that good local service for follow-up care and office visits. For more information and to make an appointment today, call 308-384-3852. That's 308-384-3852 for the Nebraska Land Hearing Center.
Thank you, Brent Amperson. I hope you folks heard this morning the story that was on our local news that Emily Barnett put together about 2 Custer County boutiques planning to expand their businesses in Ansley and Broken Bow. And this is a great story because it shows that there's growth there. Triple Bless Boutique is announcing that they're going to be expanding into the Aiken Payne Barber Shop. So they're going to be, they have already removed that wall, and that gives them something like 400 more square feet to, have more things for you to, choose from. So that's pretty good. And Livia's Boutique in Ansley, They're going to actually build, I think, another building next to theirs and have a walkway between the two. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's great.
So congratulations to those businesses, and thank you for investing in Custer County. We appreciate that. Now, they might be checking in with Ansley Lumber for some of these projects. Now, Ansley's right on Main Street, right up the street from Livia's Boutique. So, you know,
There you go.
You gotta expect that that's going to happen. Although I do think they have some relatives who have another lumber yard, so they'll probably divide it up.
Yeah.
I'm just speculating here.
Okay.
But Ansley Lumber is ready for whoever wants to walk in, right?
Absolutely.
They would like you to consider them for shingles, siding, paint, tools, materials. They have it all. And they have a really nice, I guess it's an area where you can look at the paints and the siding across the street. They remodeled themselves over there and added space. They also have a computer there that can show you plans that you have in your head and put them out so that you can make a plan for construction, whether it be all the way to a brand new home, to a man cave or she shed, or some decking. A lot of people want to replace those decks that are starting to rot away and get slick. So a good time to do that would be right now before winter hits. They can help you with that. You can order just what you need to create that perfect place to relax and host your get-togethers this fall. You and Shelley could come over if I had a deck and sit on the deck with us and watch the birds and the bees. They have everyone at Ansley, everything from Ansley premium lumber to metal for metal buildings to shingles, as we said, the paint, 3,500 different colors. Ansley Lumber and Supply even offers whole new home building packages, as we mentioned. They have professional consultation, and if you're getting materials from Ansley Lumber, don't think that you have to go get them. You can have them delivered to your farm, ranch, home, or business. Call them at 935-1815 or stop by Ansley Lumber and Supply, locally owned and operated in downtown Ansley. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, and Saturday, 8 to noon. Brian and Heidi Beaumont and the stud himself, Tim Ritchie, will be on hand to help you. He is an example of the studs they sell at the Ansley Lumber.
Straight, tried, and true.
There you go.
There you go.
Perfectly said.
Yeah. Hey, if you're looking for a pick-me-up this morning or maybe later in the day, make sure you check out Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts here in Broken Bow. Want to remind you of their September featured drinks as we're kind of coming to the end of the month now. For the rest of September, still featuring the Iced Cocoa Caramel Mocha, the Caramel Silk, the Firefly Frappe, the Raspberry Lime Cream Soda, and the Dirty Chai are the featured drinks for the month of September. So check them out at Prairie Grounds, where they're open Monday through Friday, 7 to 4. Open on Saturday from 8 until 2. Don't forget them for lunch, too. They do some lunch specials during the week. So check them out at Prairie Grounds Cafe and Gifts in Broken Bow.
Gavin Higgins will be covering the supervisors meeting today at the Custer County Courthouse. Also, the City Council meeting tonight at the Municipal Building here in Broken Bow. Right now, he is probably getting he's preparing now. He's here.
Oh.
But he's going to go cover a very exciting story about housing here in Broken Bow.
Good.
This morning. Kind of a nice surprise. Got a call yesterday. That's all I can say. But he'll have information on that, I believe, by Wednesday. Working with the Custer County Chief to release some exciting new information about housing possibilities here in Broken Bow.
That's great.
Out on Paulson Road.
Mm-hmm.
Used to hunt pheasants out there.
Did you now?
When I was a kid.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, kid. I was freshman, maybe 8th grade, freshman, right in there. We live up in that area when I was a kid. And you could walk out the door, go down the block just a ways, take your shotgun with you, and get a pheasant or two up.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Right out there where the pheasants used to be accumulated is now Circle V Stitching Post. And I think I'm safe in saying that Velma could make a pheasant image on your shirt. If you're a member of the One Box Pheasant Hunt or you are a member of Pheasants Forever, and you want to support supporting the, how do I want to put it, helping keep pheasants a part of our nature here in central Nebraska. Getting a little emotional here because I like pheasants. I love pheasant gravy too, by the way.
Yeah.
Circle V Stitch and Post can put a pheasant on your hat, your coat, your shirt, or anything like that, Brent. Maybe you would want to have the Bears logo put on your coat.
Maybe.
For whatever reason. God only knows what you'd want to do that for. But anyway, gosh, I don't know why I do that. Sorry. Your favorite team, whether
Okay,
it be
there you go.
professional, amateur, high school, rodeo, whatever you want to put on there, it will pop right out at you because it's stitched. Stitch and Post, get it?
Yes.
Now, if you'd like to know where that's at, it's on Paulson Road, out where we used to shoot pheasants. If you're looking for uniforms or team apparel, Velma can help you create something for your team or group, or just your individual favorites. Polo jackets, you name it, they got it. Rodeo shirts, it's all there for you. Great wedding gifts. Christmas is coming up. Start thinking about it. Thanksgiving, you could have a turkey put on your
There you
hat.
go. Yeah.
I think you'd look good with a turkey on your hat.
Thanks, Dave.
Velma carries cowhide that you can put your brand on, including cowhide placements, coasters, table runners, area rugs, great quality, a variety of and styles. More Western items, including beautiful glassware, in-stock pitchers, cups, and other glassware, perfect for creating your Western look in your home. A list of great ideas. They're endless at Circle V Stitch and Post. Give Velma a call at 872-6173 or stop by 43920 Paulson Road, where the Rooster Pheasants used to hang out.
There you go. Hey, they're looking to fill a bunch of positions at Callaway Good Life Center. For complete details on these, you can give them a call at 836-2267. Also, go to their website, check them out, and you can print out an application for them as well. They currently have available some dietary positions, looking for a full-time cook and aide for the morning and evening combination. Part-time evening aide position, 10 to 20 hours weekly, and also looking for a part-time weekend cook, either mornings or evenings. Also, Callaway Good Life Center, now hiring CNAs, LPNs, and RNs. They have openings for day and night shifts, offer competitive pay, and provide benefit opportunities for full-time staff. They're also looking to hire a transportation driver for their resident transportation needs. That would be a part-time position. And they also have some opportunities available in the housekeeping and laundry department as well. So to find out more, give them a call at 836-2267 or check out their website at Callaway Good Life Center.
Let's drive down the Callaway-Arnold River Road and leave Callaway for a moment in our radio minds. Go ahead and buckle up.
Okay.
Make sure you got your seatbelt on.
I'm
All right.
buckled in.
All
I'm
right.
ready to go.
All right. Start your automobile up. Does the heat gauge look okay?
It looks okay.
RPM's all right?
Yep.
Got plenty of gas?
Yep. Got my seatbelt buckled. It's not dinging or anything like that. Ready to go.
All right. Here we go. From Callaway over to Arnold. You know, and don't drive too fast on the River Road because it's curvy. But
Can be.
But you're going to want to get there because Brew Bakers in Arnold can, satisfy your taste buds with coffee, specialty coffees, all sorts of pastries, and you can do a little shopping while you're there as well. This is Tuesday, so they are open today. So you're in the car driving along. Check out the beauty of Western Custer County. Go to Brew Bakers, and you can go there from Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 5 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. And there's always some locals in there for you to visit with. They like to welcome you, and a lot of the locals go in and catch up on the news. They can also help you with puzzles for children and adults, unique scenes for when you've completed them, different, maybe someday they'll make a puzzle of Western Custer County, the bluffs over there in a beautiful canyon country. Also, stylish rugs for you and Shelley, Brent.
Oh, good.
Unique, just like you guys.
Oh, thanks.
Silk flower arrangements and adorable artificial succulent arrangements. That sounds like right up your alley. They have great wedding gifts for a new couple in your life, decor and frames and Cute his and her items. Wonderful styles of jewelry. Who could imagine all the different things that you could find, see, and do at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts? Baked treats are available any time of the day, and breakfast burritos are great in the morning. Grab one to curb your hunger. They have specialty ones created daily. Located in the historic building, downtown Arnold, Nebraska. You may see Brad Atkins there. If you see him, ask him about our boots.
Yes, boots that you purchased right off his feet, you told me.
Yep. He was going to
But
send
you don't
them
have
over
them
here.
yet.
Never did get them.
Yeah. Hey, here's another job opportunity for you. The Nebraska Department of Transportation is currently accepting applications for a highway maintenance worker in Ansley and also for a highway construction technician in Broken Bow. For a full job description and to apply, you need to go to statejobs.nebraska.gov. If you need accommodation in the selection process, contact Nebraska State personnel at 402-471-2075. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer.
Thank you, Brent. Thank you so much. Appreciate
welcome
your
very
help
much.
this morning. I really do.
Absolutely.
It means a lot to me.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, this next selection.
Or visit any Bruning Bank location. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
I think that's Kim Shipwright with Bruning Bank.
Oh.
You know Kim, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah. I like her. She's nice.
Yes.
We've had our moments, but we try to get along.
Who haven't you had a moment with?
I haven't had a moment with Trisha Yearwood.
Oh? What's Trisha in the news for?
She's got a new cookbook out.
Oh, does she? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched her cooking show occasionally.
I watched her talking about her cooking show in an interview, and she sounds like she's a lot of fun, a lot of nice recipes. It sounds like it's kind of the comfort food kind of Southern home cooked recipes. This new book has 125 recipes in it.
Wow.
Yeah. Trisha's Kitchen is the 57-year-old's fourth book. Her hubby, Garth Brooks,
that's right,
wrote the foreword in the book.
Oh, nice.
And she blushed over it during an interview with Entertainment Tonight. Trisha and Garth are celebrating 15 years of marriage. And now she's inviting fans back into her home for a new season of Trisha's Southern Kitchen, Saturdays on the Food Network.
There you go.
A little change of pace here for you. We're going from home comfort food to smooching in public.
Well, okay.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck pack on the PDA. Now, I had to ask you what PDA is. You told me.
Public display of affection, I believe.
In other words, they're making out in public. Jennifer Lopez
pretty much.
and Ben Affleck can't stop making out in Manhattan.
Wow.
The couple gave the paparazzi everything they wanted recently in a very public and very PDA-filled walk through the city. So they'd walk a little while and then they'd smooch.
I guess.
Pass germs back and forth. They're in the Big Apple because J-Lo performed at the Global Citizen Live.
Oh.
Jenny from the block was even spotted wearing a T-shirt with her own face on it.
Oh.
So she even likes herself.
Now, this is the second go-round for them, right?
Yeah, and it sounds like you told me off the air she's had about 6 different serious boyfriends. One of those was A-Rod.
Yeah, they were going to get married, weren't they?
I think they were going to.
They didn't get married, though, did they?
No.
But they were engaged, right?
Yeah, and they got together with their kids, and they would be seen on when he was doing baseball games, and she'd be down below with the kids.
Huh.
I don't know if she was. I don't think she smooched with A-Rod on the TV broadcast, but maybe they smooched afterwards. She must be quite the smoocher.
Ladies and gentlemen, Britt and Dave talking celebrity news.
For what
it's gotta.
What we know about it,
it's
anyway.
got to be interesting to listen to.
Well,
Brent and Dave covering celebrity news.
I hate to say it, but she might be a bit of a rounder. I mean, she's had 6 different boyfriends that you're aware of.
I don't know. I don't know how many. I don't know.
Can you look on Google and see how many?
Probably. I don't know.
How many boyfriends has Jennifer Lopez had? He's going to look it up.
Play about a 10-minute song, and I'll probably have the information for you.
I'll just do this one.
CNI, KPBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The Joint Chiefs Chair and the Defense Secretary are before a Senate committee right now to answer questions about U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The questions will focus on why the scene at Kabul airport became so chaotic and whether military officials had properly planned for the evacuation.
New York hospitals scrambling after thousands of healthcare workers left their jobs instead of getting COVID vaccinations. Tom Quattrochi at Erie County Med.
We stopped elective inpatient surgeries. We stopped some of our outpatient visits. We stopped ICU medical transfers from other referring rural hospitals.
Treasury Secretary Yellen says the government may run out of money by October 18th unless the debt limit's raised. The Senate GOP said no. Majority's Chuck Schumer.
Our country is staring down the barrel of two totally Republican-manufactured disasters: a government shutdown and a first-ever default on the national debt.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
Week 3 in the NFL came to a close on Monday Night Football in Arlington with an NFC East battle as the Cowboys were hosting the Eagles.
Prescott in the gun. Back is on his left. Snap is back looking left. Standing, rolling right. Points, running, points, pumps, end zone, back of the end zone, touchdown, Cedric Wilson.
Cowboys Radio Network with one of 3 Dak Prescott touchdown passes for Dallas. Running back Ezekiel Elliott ran for a pair of scores as the Cowboys cruise to a 41-21 win over the Eagles. Dallas improves to 2-1 with the victory. Philadelphia falls to 1-2 with the loss. In baseball games of note, the Mariners crushed the A's 13-4. Seattle moves just a game and a half back of Boston for the second and final wildcard spot in the American League. The Reds keep their slim playoff hopes alive with a must-win over the Pirates. They win it 13-1, but Cincinnati's still 5.5 back of St. Louis for the second and final wildcard spot in the National League.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, we'll see a blend of clouds and sunshine developing, working up to a high temperature of 87. Then for tonight, partly cloudy, slight chance for a late night shower or storm, a low of 59. Scattered showers and storms, cooler conditions on Wednesday will ease back into the upper 70s, and that cooling trend continuing for Thursday, still a chance for rain and thunder showers, mid-60s. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
News and weather was brought to you today by Custer Electric and Irrigation in Broken Bow. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your local Zematic by Lindsay dealer specializing in pivot maintenance and repair. But did you know they are also licensed electricians that can do all electrical work that is agricultural, commercial, and even residential? Yes, that means new houses and remodels too. Get a free quote within 24 hours and Custer Electric will have you on your way to your new home. You did your pivot maintenance, you made it through service season. Now it's time for grain bin season. Custer Electric and Irrigation sells Conrad American grain bins and will service any and all grain bins you may need worked on this year. New bins, rewires, fans, motors, capacitors, belts, pulleys, and everything in between. Lance and crew will do it all at a price that's fair to you. Custer Electric and Irrigation is your one-stop shop for all electrical, agricultural, and commercial needs. Call today at 872-7786. Check them out on Facebook or go to CusterEI.com. Custer Electric and Irrigation. Experience the difference.
56 degrees outside. Now, we've done a lot of big stories before over the years on this show. This may be one of the biggest ones because it's going to be kind of long. We're just deciphering here. Jennifer Lopez was recently seen again with Ben Affleck showing public displays of affection in New York. In other words, they were smooching. And I've read this before, that they don't have a problem with displaying their affection for one another. Then the question came up, well, how many boyfriends has Jennifer had? Because she was just about ready to marry A-Rod. I think what happened there is she heard him doing Color during the baseball game and decided, geez, I don't know. Anyway, this is a pretty amazing story. With the story, breaking news, here's Brent Apperson.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what would it sound like if Dave and Brent reported celebrity news? You're going to find out. Okay, this is just a list. Okay, so I'm just going to read off names. These, and now it doesn't necessarily say if she was married to them or just dating. or was engaged, because I think she was, let's see, I read somewhere she was like engaged 5 times, but only 3 of those engagements ended in marriage.
Only 3 marriages?
Yeah.
3 out of 5?
I think that's what it said.
Okay.
But anyway, here's just names.
All right.
She was with Mark Anthony, the singer. Chris Judd, who was, I think, one of the backup dancers.
Well, probably was.
Well, he was.
He was physically fit,
and
attractive.
then John. Now this one is Johnny Noah, a Cuban waiter. It says, and then it also mentions Drake, who I think's a singer, right?
What's his name?
I think he just goes by Drake.
Drake,
right?
I guess. I don't know.
Oh, people are having a hard time listening to this. Casper Smart, no idea who that is. Mentions Ben Affleck, Sean Combs. Excuse me.
We got choked up on that one.
Sean Combs, P. Diddy, right?
P. Diddy or P. Daddy? Is it Diddy?
I don't know. I think so.
Sorry, I don't have any idea who these people are.
Wesley Snipes.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I wonder if she dated him before he went to jail or when he got out.
I don't know. Now it doesn't mention Alex on here. Let me click more items. This list may be longer than we think.
You know that.
Okay. Chris Judd we mentioned, right? Oh, yeah. Johnny Noah. Oh, there's Alex Rodriguez. Drake we mentioned. Casper Smart. Wonder if it says who. Oh, another backup dancer.
Oh, she likes those dancers.
Ben. I can't go on.
That's okay.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
We know that.
Twice.
Yes. Sean Combs. And I think that's the list that I'm looking at anyway.
I think she should have stayed with the Cuban waiter personally. But
yeah, I don't know. So anyway, there you go.
And that's just the ones that are documented.
Yeah, that's just the one. Yeah, that was just the list I was looking at.
She's been married how many times? 3 times?
Oh, man, I don't know.
How
are you going to make me Google that again?
Yeah, how many times has she been married?
Well, let's see. You got another 10-minute song you can play while I look this up?
Well, I got just a song for that.
All right.
appliance models need room on the showroom floor at Lines Appliance. That means Brent wants to make a deal with you on in-stock models. These are the dependable brands we know. Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, KitchenAid. You can't go wrong with them. Plus, if you're willing to haul it out of the store yourself, the savings will be even greater. But delivery and installation is available. It's time to get yourself a new appliance. The time has never been better at Lines Appliance in Broken Bow.
There's a difference between treating the pain and treating the problem. At Pearson Physical Therapy, we strive to not only reduce your pain, but actually treat the underlying cause so that you remain pain-free, even after you finish physical therapy. If you're frustrated by pain that keeps coming back, Pearson Physical Therapy can give you the tools that will keep you moving pain-free. Call Pearson's in Broken Bow at 308-872-5800 or check us out on the web at pearsonpt.com. Get the treatment you need and the care you deserve at Pearson Physical Therapy.
State purpose of visit.
Well, looks like the old tractor's gonna kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
No, I want to check insurance rates.
Sale located. Right now, get 20% off new bucket with code It's Raining Buckets.
Robots don't know you. We do. For more than 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has relied on relationships to get you the insurance coverage you need for your farm or ranch. Find a Farm Bureau agent at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Bovine respiratory disease, or BRD, doesn't have to knock the wind out of your operation. The challenge is real, but so is Elanco's growing BRD portfolio. With Elanco, you can choose from multiple modes of action to help you and your herd breathe easier. For more than 40 years, Elanco has been committed to delivering flexible, future-looking solutions for BRD and other tough challenges. We're dedicated to ensuring our solutions always help you handle whatever you're up against. Our growing portfolio of products for the prevention, control, and treatment of BRD allows you to select the right solution to help keep your herd healthy and productive. It's right for cattle and right by you. Breathe easier. Ask your herd health veterinarian or sales rep about Elanco BRD Solutions. Elanco is a trademark of Elanco or its affiliates.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is Brent Apperson with more information on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Hey, do you have some hazardous waste in the garage or down in the basement or something that you need to get rid of? What do you? Now you're giving me the look. What
you're accusing me of having hazardous waste in my basement?
No, I'm just saying. Like yard and garden chemicals. Sometimes those pile up in the garage. You don't know what to do with them.
They do. You're
All
right.
right. Pesticides, herbicides, flammables, paints and thinners, auto products, maybe some used oil, antifreeze, household products, and cleaning chemicals. Well, now, here's what you do with them. You take them to the Household Hazardous Waste Collection, and it is coming up this weekend in our area. Lexington Area Solid Waste Agency, the Nebraska Department of Environment and Energy's Waste Reduction and Recycling Incentive Grants Program, and dedicated volunteers bring this free service to you. Coming up on Saturday, October 2nd, it's going to be right here in our area. They'll be accepting things at the Custer Transfer Station here in Broken Bow from 8 to 10 a.m. That is on Saturday, October 2nd. Now, at the Broken Bow collection site, they will accept computers. So maybe you have some of the old, old computers and you've been wondering what to do with them. Well, here you go. They will accept computers as well as other things that we've mentioned at the Broken Bow site. Custer Transfer Station will be the site for the waste collection. That'll be from 8 to 10 Saturday morning, October 2nd. And then later in the day on Saturday, it'll move over to Ansley at the Municipal Auditorium parking lot, and it will be there from 11 until noon. So that's coming up on Saturday. Get those things together, and you can dump them off at the Household Hazardous Waste Collection, again in Broken Bow at the Custer Transfer Station, 8 to 10 Saturday morning, and then later in Ansley at the Municipal Auditorium parking lot from 11 until noon. Now, we mentioned computers. Those will only be accepted at the Broken Bow site. Want to stress that.
All right, thank you very much, Brent. This just in, breaking news on the Breakfast Show. Woman starts California wildfire while trying to boil bear urine.
Okay.
Yes, it's true. A woman in California has admitted She started a huge fire that's burning out of control. She says it happened when she tried boiling some bear urine. She claims she found a puddle of it on a trail and tried boiling it so that she could have a drink of water. She eventually got trapped by the flames and called the crews to come get her, so they rescued her. Her lawyer says bear pee wasn't the only thing she was on.
Okay.
More after these words.
It's an exciting time of year, and Mount Custer Truck Sales wants you to be cautious and have a safe harvest. As you prepare for harvest, they want to remind you they are on call 24 hours a day to serve you at 872-6200. Their shop and office, located 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2, are home to a large inventory of parts and accessories for trucks and trailers of all sizes. Expect professional truck repair and customer service every time at Mount Custer Truck Sales, Broken Bow.
Vaccines are not enough. If you think vaccines alone will protect you from COVID-19, think again. Monitor regularly for fever, as it's the leading sign of COVID-19. Use Exergen, the only thermometer scientifically proven to detect fever. Protect yourself and your family with Exergen Temporal Scanner. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Exergen is changing the way the world takes temperature.
Want to go someplace new? Yeah, you do.
Just follow me. I'll lead the way.
Welcome to CBS Mornings.
See something new.
Oh my God, that was a good moment. Learn something new. This is my first virtual reality interview.
Meet someone new. Like me. Nate B in the house. What?
There's always something new under the sun.
I came to shine because you guys are shining this morning.
CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
I'm Jenny Benson. I taught for 32 years. Educators are used to the challenges of a typical school year, but the last year plus was far from typical. Yet everyone leaned in and found creative ways to adapt, innovate, and persevere. Behind each student were resourceful families and dedicated educators who reached out with open arms of support. Because of all the ways we work together, our students continued to learn, grow, and thrive.
Sponsored by the Nebraska State Education Association, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association in this station.
It's 9:28. 9:28. And Brent has one more tidbit of information he would like to bring your way. Here on The Breakfast Show on this Tuesday, you can hear the paper rattling. He's going to read it to you and use that unique style that he has each and every day here on The Breakfast Show. Even though he's reading it, it sounds like he's not.
Wow, that's pressure. Hey, the Garden Center in Broken Bow is your year-round garden center. And you know what? You want to keep your lawn healthy and looking great, which is kind of a year-round challenge. And to keep it healthy and looking great going into the fall through the winter and then having it look nice when we go back into the spring, they can help you with that at the Garden Center in Broken Bow. It's the last steps of the lawn care program. They need to be applied now. The weed out is what needs to be applied right now, a broadleaf killer absorbed through the leaf, stem, or root. While some other brands only are absorbed by the leaf, it recovers your lawn from summer stress and kills weeds at the same time. And then later, once we get later into October and even early November, you'll need to put on the winterizer to prepare your grass for the cold. And it says here, highlighted in yellow, when you buy both right now, you receive 15% off savings. So check it out at the Garden Center in Broken Bow. Make sure your lawn is ready to go into the fall, on into the winter, so that it's looking beautiful next spring. They can help you out at the Garden Center, located in Broken Bow, open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5:30, open Saturday from 10 until 2.
Thank you, Brent. The Goodwill truck is in Broken Bow today. That will be at Gary Superfoods starting today and will be there until Friday or until it is full. So bring in your good, clean, used items and make a donation as you clean out your closets this fall. Also, save some up for the rummage sale coming up in October. The Jenny M. Melham Memorial Medical Center's Hospital Auxiliary Fall Rummage Sales coming up October 10th through the 14th. October 10th and 11th will be bundle days, and then the sale runs Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Clean items only, no large items. You might want to start planning for that mid-October. Sports, and more sports. But here's a sports story for you. Cleveland is playing their final home game as the Cleveland Indians. Now, the regular baseball season is winding down this week. This is it for regular season. And this will be the last time they're playing at home as the Cleveland Indians. They're ditching the nickname they've had since 1915 for one that is more fitting for the times. Starting next season, the team will be called the Cleveland Guardians. And by the way, Cleveland defeated Kansas City 8-3 yesterday. So you're seeing more of that. Some of the teams are changing their names, and that's one of the games that will be ending the Cleveland Indians. They'll be the Guardians. Now, locally, Brent Apperson. Football on Thursday, volleyball on Thursday, football on Friday, football on Saturday. Is that a pretty good summation?
Yeah, and volleyball on Friday, too.
Oh, also volleyball on Friday.
Yeah, Thursday we'll have the Broken Bow football game for you on KCNI Radio. Broken Bow hosting undefeated Kearney Catholic. Big matchup. Going to be a lot of fun. That'll be at Mark Russell Field. We'll have it for you on KCNI Radio. Kickoff at 7. And then also Thursday, Gavin's going to go to Myrna, and we're going to have an area volleyball match between Anselmo Myrna and Arcadia Loop City, which will go at 6. That's when the varsity match is scheduled for, and that'll be broadcast on KBBN Thursday night. And then on Friday, we're going to attempt to do a volleyball-football doubleheader. We're going to do Sandhills Thetford and Ansley Litchfield volleyball at 5, and then go over to the football field and do the football game between the two at 7. That'll be Friday.
All right. And then, of course, on Saturday, the Huskers return to the field and hopefully can get back on track.
Yes.
We'll have that game for you on KBBN, 95.3 FM. And I'm just going to say it, kbbn.com if you want to listen online.
There you go.
Anything else on your mind there, Brent?
I don't think so. I think we kind of touched a gamut of topics here this morning. Wow.
Yeah. Smooching in the park was one of the most uncomfortable ones, other than the barrier, and wasn't too much fun.
That was, interesting to say the least.
And I would just like to say, even though I had nightmares last night about the redhead from the treasurer's office, I still think she's a cool chick, and I like her red hair, and I'm not going to let that nightmare bother me too much. And some of these days, one of these days, as Neil Young would say, I'm going to go in and I'll have a red stripe in my hair for her. I'll look like a rooster, a chicken, but I'm going to do it for her because I like her. I like all the girls there. So this song is for you, ladies. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
All right.
Like from my chicken gizzard to you.